What's up guys, Be by Mash UK, Speed VR, another video for you. So over the last couple of days I've been putting videos up talking about the G2 that I ordered to try and stop myself from buying a crystal or an aero. That's just my mentality, you know. I thought, I can't afford it. I'm not getting in debt for a VR headset. I'll buy it in March when I get my bonus. But I keep punishing myself by watching these videos. Everyone's raving about the crystal. Everyone. But anyway, I thought, right, the next best thing, I'll get the G2. So I got the G2. And I swear to God, you have got no idea how good the Quest Pro is. When you've been using a Quest Pro for 6 months, I got mine in February. End of January, beginning of February, I got the Quest Pro. And I had transitioned from a Quest 2 at that time. And straight away I could see the difference. I was, but going the last couple of days, putting on the Reverb G2, which in my opinion 2 years ago was the best VR headset you could own, especially for that £600. Because pancake lenses wasn't available then, you have to accept that sweet spot, which at the time 2 years ago was acceptable, because all the other headsets, apart from, I don't know, maybe the Index, they all had small sweet spots. But the thing that sold the G2 was the resolution, the 2160 by 2160. No one had seen a headset so sharp. So the G2 2 years ago was number one. But coming from a Quest Pro to the G2 over the last 48 hours was shocking. Absolutely shocking. As soon as I put that headset on, and I got a funny story to tell you in a minute, right? But as soon as I put that headset on, not only was it vertically challenged with the field of view, but it was also horizontal as well. I mean, literally, if you wanted to look up and see a sharp image and look down and see a sharp image, you had to physically move your head up, down, left, right. And it was so uncomfortable. Even wearing the headset, I gave it a good 5 hours last night before I boxed it up and sent it back. I was sitting there playing Ultima Ballista 2. And if I had my head fixed with my chin up and stayed that way and didn't look to the left and right, the image quality was really nice. But as soon as I relaxed and just sort of became more natural while I was driving, it was like the sweet spot was like the size of a postage stamp. And I just thought, I cannot justify this headset for £600 when sat on the charger to the right of me is a Quest Pro, which has got better colour, a very wide sweet spot, pretty much edge to edge, horizontal and vertical. And I thought, you know what, the resolution isn't that far off. You know, it's not like I'd put on a CV1, because that would be a difference. But I actually appreciate now my Quest Pro more than any other headset I've ever used. I mean, I was on it when I boxed up the G2 last night. I spent another hour on my Quest Pro, and it was almost like I'd had an upgrade, because last night for the first time I actually saw how amazing that headset is. So I'm looking forward to what the Quest 3 is going to be like. We all know it's not going to have the same build quality as the Quest Pro. So for me to be on board with the Quest 3, at a minimum, it's got to have that G2 resolution, because the Pico 4 has got the same resolution as the G2, but unfortunately that resolution is ruined by the fact that you've got to stream your image from your PC to your headset, to the Pico 4. If that Pico 4, let's say the Pico 5 comes out just before October to piss Meta off. If that G5 has got a DisplayPort cable, so it is classed as a dedicated PCVR headset over DisplayPort, and it's got the same resolution, if not more, than what the Pico 4's got, which matches for G2, with those pancake lenses, I think Meta could be in trouble with the Quest 3 if it doesn't match the resolution. So I'm just wondering, I know there's a Pico 4 Pro out at the minute. There's a website in the UK that are selling it for $599. I've not seen any reviews. I'm gonna do some YouTubing this afternoon and see if I can see a review for it. But it's got eye tracking. So, you know, and maybe the lenses have been improved. I don't know what. I think it's just the eye tracking that's making Pico brand it as the Pro. But if that had a DisplayPort cable, I would probably order one of those just to give it a go. Because for Pico 4, you don't see, from what I'm hearing and reading, you don't benefit with the resolution because of the artifacts caused by streaming. And the Pico 4 doesn't do Wi-Fi 6E, which, you know, the Quest Pro over Wi-Fi 6E is exactly the same as using my official Oculus link cable. A little bit more latency, but nothing noticeable. So yeah, so what else did I discover the last 48 hours? Oh yeah, so sweet spot and FOV aside, and the fogging and the uncomfortableness, I set Steam VR to 200% resolution, and I had Ultima Ballista 2 Ultra across the board and I was getting a solid 90 FPS. So anybody out there who's got a G2 and may love it, and you're thinking about upgrading to a 13900K CPU and an RTX 4090, if you love your G2, you are going to be able to apply 200% super sampling within SteamVR, or you could set it to 100% and you could whack your super sampling in game to between 150 and 200. I say between 150 and 200 because I noticed I was able to get 90 FPS in AMS2 at 200%, but only when I was racing against 15 other cars, so 16 in total, and I was driving an open top car like the Formula Retro Gen 2, which I'm really enjoying at the minute because it's got the new physics model. As soon as I went into my GT3 Porsche, I had to knock it down to 1.5% super sampling, because obviously those cars, those Porsches, there's a lot more rendering going on, there's more things on the dashboard and stuff, so all that's going to take away GPU power. But a combination of that CPU 13900K, not even overclocked, just naturally running at 5.2 gigahertz boost, with a 4090, I had good results, but just ruined by that sweet spot, ruined by fogging within the headset. It was uncomfortable, especially if you wear glasses, and all these things I didn't notice before when I had a G2, basically because it was the best out there and you just had to, it was the norm. 2 years ago it was the norm to have a small sweet spot, but what sold the G2 was that resolution. So to come back to it now after the Quest Pro, I really appreciate how fantastic that Quest Pro is. I was even going to order a Pico 4 today on Amazon, because with Amazon you got 30 days to send it back if you don't like it. But I know I'm just wasting my time. I'm just wasting my time, because streaming that image, unless the Pico 4 has got DisplayPort, even in God mode in virtual desktop, from what I'm seeing, you're not really getting the benefit of that resolution, and the colours are weaker as well compared to the Pro. So right now I think I've got the third best headset out there. So from what people are saying at the moment, Pimax Crystal's number 1, Vario Aero is number 2, and in my opinion, and I'm not alone with this opinion, the Quest Pro is definitely number 3. Hopefully soon to be toppled by the Quest 3. So Pro's number 2, Pro's number 3 at the minute, and but I'm happy with it now. I've been there and I've done it. I've seen the difference. But if that headset had cost me £200, I probably would have kept it. But £600 for something that's just inferior to what I've already got, no chance. I'd rather put that to a Crystal. So I'm saving up now for a Crystal, but with Christmas coming up and it ain't far behind, I can see bonus day next year I'll have enough funds to buy a Crystal, or maybe the Vario Aero Pro might come out, which might topple the crystal. I don't know. You never know. But that's it for today. If you got any questions about what testing I did, put it in the comments and I'll answer them. No bullshit. But the G2's gone back. Later.